Hi, this is Mandira Bedi and you're watching me on BollywoodHungama.com.
Now, talking about 24 once again, you've said, I think on Twitter, you've said that it is the best performance by Anil Kapoor ever.
I think so. Don't get me wrong, he's given some great performances, Nayak and Pukar, and he's got a great body of work. Lamhe, I loved him in Lamhe.
Right.
I loved him in so many films, Mr. India, of course. I think what he's doing in this is vastly different from what he's done before. It's very underplayed. And you know what? When Indian audiences watch something, they like loud. They like larger than life emotions. And he's kept it really toned down. Because there's larger than life stuff happening in the show, right? There's so much going on. So all of us have kept our emotions pretty much in check.
Right.
And I think it's very real. Some of the histrionics that one tends to see on television or even in film are really over the top. What's nice to see is this underplayed performance, which looks and feels very real.
Your character, even though, as you said, that it's a bit of a supporting role, but at the same time, you are bringing in a conflict all the time.
It's the best woman role, best woman's role in the show. I'll tell you that.
No, absolutely, and you're bringing in the
whether
conflict.
I die in the 7th episode or not.
Acha, like that.
I'm not saying anything.
You're not saying anything. Now, because it's suspected that maybe you are the one who's the maybe informer somewhere in between, and the entire mystery element that builds in, and then you are having like a relationship with Anil Kapoor as well, like an extramarital sort of stuff.
A past, yes, I had a past with him in the
past. So I think that the way it's just filtering unfolding in a very, and that too in a very fast manner, because it's like very quick. Everything is happening so quickly.
Yeah.
What sort of training did you do for your character?
I was got on board when I was in the middle of shooting Indian Idol. So Indian Idol auditions were on, and then I was called in for this. And there are a lot of new actors in the show. Right. There are a lot of people from theatre, there are a lot of people who've not done too much other work before. So there were workshops for them. So I didn't have any time for workshops because I was cast and literally I was shooting a couple of days later. And as far as the physicality is concerned, I knew I looked the part. In fact, I must tell you, I walked into Abhinay Dev's office. Ajinkya called me and said, we're looking to cast you in 24. I went to my husband and said, you know what? They want to cast me in 24. I bet they want me for Nina Mayer's role. Nina Mayer's role is the role I'm playing. Right. So I went wearing a vest and jeans and boots, and I went for this meeting. And at the meeting, they sat me down and offered me another role. I'm not going to tell you which role it is. Okay. But they offered me another role. I said, very nice, I really like this role, but look at me, I'm Nina Myers. I look the part. And Abhinay looks at me and says, yeah man, you are. So I'll tell you what, and I auditioned for this, I must tell you. Okay. This is an audition I did after 9 years, after cricket. I auditioned for cricket and then I've auditioned for this. Right. So that's, I haven't done too many auditions, and then before that I must have auditioned for Shanti. Right. I did an audition for both the roles. The role that they wanted me for and the role that I wanted to do. Achha. And to cut a long story short, I'm doing the role I want to do because I looked the part. As far as prep was concerned, because I didn't have too much time. You require certain technicalities in terms of how a secret agent will function, and the secretiveness. There's a certain body language. Yeah. There's a certain language also, the lingo that they use in terms of the technical terms as well. Yeah. I have to be honest, I had to learn a lot on the job because as I said, I was in the thick of everything. I started shooting. The only thing I really had a little time to adjust, to make that adjustment towards, was the pace of the show. Pace was super fast. Very fast, yeah, that's true. No, if the pace of the show is so fast, even the pace as we speak, there's an urgency in whatever we do. The movements are fast, the actions are fast, the dialogue delivery is fast. So that is what took a little adjusting. And of course, getting used to that particular language. When you're talking the language of an agent, a government agent, of an anti-terrorist squad. And you have to look the part. You have to look the part, and you have to not feel like any of these words are words you've never said before. So it took a little bit of adjustment, but I feel I feel Nikita is me and I am Nikita. There's some connection. Right.